Hi everyone, it's host Amanda, and you're listening to Magica Magicast, the podcast devoted to the Dark Magical Girl franchise, Puella Magi Magica Magica. This is not a real episode of the show, it's just a quick update I'm recording by myself. Today is Saturday, June 6th, 2020, just after 1:30 right now. And the past 9 or 10 days or so have been horrible nationwide. For people who may listen to this in the future, this is around those nonstop protests nationwide in the U.S. after the murder of George Floyd on May 25th to police brutality in Minnesota, plus other protests in other parts of the world as well. And the U.S. government and the state government's response to the protests have not been great, and it's kind of been the worst, actually. I'm personally the most ashamed of my country that I've been since the day after the 2016 election, if I'm being honest with you. And all of us here at Magicast have been dealing with that the whole week. As you know, me and Panda and Vanna are Americans, and I mean, there's been protests in Canada too, and Yasha, of course, also cares about this stuff. So the podcast has not really been at the top of our to-do list since all of this started. And I was supposed to post an episode this past Thursday. It went up on the Patreon the week before on Thursday, but it hasn't gone up publicly for everyone else yet. And the reason that hasn't happened is that I just haven't done the YouTube video yet, as usual, when stuff doesn't go up on YouTube. And I haven't got to it, so sorry for that. And it's going to go up hopefully this weekend, now that I've got a couple days off of work. So that's an apology there. Stuff goes up late sometimes, so I think I usually don't need to apologize for it, but the real reason I'm making this video is that I think this is probably a good time for us to start our summer hiatus that I mentioned a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago now, because I am still preparing for my first Artist Alley at a convention that did get delayed to August after all, and I'm assuming and hoping that it's still going to happen in August, so I've got to draw and get stuff ready for that. And on top of that, who knows how long the United States is going to keep burning the way it is, and what could happen next. So, it feels like the right time to take a break and not potentially leaving you all hanging. So, yeah, the hiatus is going to go ahead and happen now. I told you all that we would let you know when that was happening, and so that's what we're doing. So expect new episodes to be starting again. I think my estimate would be late August, after the convention, which is in mid-August. So August, maybe early September, I'm guessing. So a few months from now. But that being said, there could be some stuff uploaded to the YouTube and the SoundCloud podcast accounts, or you could stream some things. And of course, we're going to still be shit posting on Twitter and talking in the Discord. So you can always join us for that. I'll leave a link in the Discord channel in the description of this video on YouTube and on SoundCloud in the description. So check it out if you'd like to join. We do have to assign you a special role before you can speak in the Discord in order to prevent spam and trolling. So if you can't speak in the Discord within 24 hours, please DM one of the staff there, like me or Yasha or Vanna, DM one of us, and we'll give you the role. That's just to keep people from spamming porn, which has happened before, which is why we started that. What else? We'd like to maybe help raise money for one of the many organizations and charities that are supporting the protests and the Black Lives Matter movement right now. How to do that has been kind of a matter of discussion over the last week. At the moment, Yasha and Vanna have had a very successful raffle happening on Empty Movement for an amazing Figma of Utena from Revolutionary Girl Utena. It ends tomorrow night, but that's June 7th. But I will put a link in the description, assuming I get this up today, for anyone who would like to pitch in at the last second. All of the proceeds go to organizations supporting Black Lives Matters. You just have to show that you donated $10 to that kind of an organization to be entered into the raffle. So you can go and check it out. And I was thinking of maybe doing something similar to Magicast earlier this week, like raffling a figure that I have, or raffling an art commission, but I just didn't have the time or like the mental energy to organize such a thing while juggling everything else. So I've thought about what we might be able to do otherwise, was that if you can show me that you donated at least $30 to an organization like the NAACP Legal Defense Fund or the ACLU or Reclaim the Block or the Bail Project or another similar organization that's supporting the protests or the protesters or in the Black Lives Matter movement or an anti-police brutality charity, something like that. I'll do one of my commissions for you for free, the ones that I do for the $30 tier on Patreon. If you can show us proof that you've donated to one of those, at least $30, I will do one of those commissions for you, which usually cost $30. So if you send me proof of that donation, like forward me your receipt email or a screenshot or something like that, send it to madokamagicast@gmail.com with something like donation or BLM donation, charity donation in the title. I'll get back to you and you'll be entitled to a free little chibi commission that I would normally do, for the Patreon. Another thing, the donation needs to be dated after the time this goes up, because, we're trying to encourage new or additional donations on top of anything that you may have already donated over the past week. So if you donated already, that's awesome, but don't send in like a donation you've already done just to try to get a free commission. Please donate more to try to get the commission. So again, that's a donation of at least $30 to a charity supporting the movement or organization. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks to everyone for listening. If you want to keep track of us during the hiatus, we are at Madoka Magicast on Twitter. Technically also on Tumblr, although I don't think it's been updated in a long time. It's really better to follow us on Twitter and on Discord. I hope you enjoyed this little speed paint thing that I recorded earlier this week when I came home early and started drawing because I was stressed out. There will be one more episode posted, even though we're on hiatus, the one that was supposed to go up this week, so look out for that. And thanks for your support, and we love you, and maybe we'll have finally watched all of Magia Record by the time we're back, huh? Yeah, maybe. That could be fun. So see you then, and I'll just let this keep playing. And thanks for listening. Bye.